Star Wars Episode 1 Racer was first released back in 1999 on Nintendo 64 and PC, but my first experience with the game was the next year on the Sega Dreamcast. I genuinely enjoyed it back then, and it was one of my favorite arcade racers. My name is Phil from the Game Pack, and it's time to see how well this game has aged over the last 2 decades. Will I relive my glory days of speeding around Tatooine, or will this port fall short? Remember how a lot of Nintendo 64 games had really blocky character models and muddy textures? Well, you don't have to. Just play this Star Wars Racer HD port. Short of putting this game into a 16:9 aspect ratio at a modern resolution, no additional work was put into this game. Some of the text appears crisp, like your heads-up display when racing. It's easy to read what lap you're on and your speedometer, but that's where the upgrades stop. The opening Star Wars crawl of this game is a pre-rendered cinematic that is almost unreadable. Everything about this game feels like a relic of the past. The main menu has an old image of Anakin and Sebulba that looks like outdated promotional art. It is grainy and looks terrible. This is a running trend. All the assets in this game are from what looks like the original PC version. 3D games were in their infancy in the 90s, and Star Wars Racer looks like someone found this particular infant, but its diaper hadn't been changed in 20 years. It's worth mentioning though, the music is great, but it's just the John Williams score from the movies. So you really can't go wrong by slapping that epic score onto your game. I also really enjoyed the sound effects. Some of them were a little dated, but the Podracer engine roar is pretty great. But when you're in the hub area before the race, the character Watto says the same 5 or 6 phrases on repeat. While I was looking for parts to upgrade in this section, I eventually had to turn the sound off because it was really that annoying. You should never have the urge to turn off the sound in a video game.
You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh? You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think. They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buys?
But when you actually get in your Podracer and start racing, the gameplay is pretty solid. But it sometimes is hard to see where you're going. Once you max out the speed of your Podracer, you are going crazy fast, which is really this game's main draw. That and being able to explore the different locales in the Star Wars universe, if that's your thing. There is an issue that comes with the extreme speed. The developers of this port didn't increase the draw distance from the original versions, and walls will pop in like 1 second before you need to turn. And unless you have the tracks memorized, you'll just smash right into them. Even with Jedi-like reflexes, they won't save you from some of the unseeable bends in the tracks. The progression system seems straightforward at first glance. Buy new parts from your winnings, and your Podracer will run faster, turn sharper, etc. You'll have pit droids that repair your Podracer. As each race, your parts will take some durability damage. The game doesn't really explain to you a good way to manage this durability loss. I ended up looking up resources online on how to manage this. There is a finite number of credits that you can win total during your playthrough, and even if you put on winner takes all to win the most possible credits, you can still get yourself stuck. Once you've completed a race, you can never get credits from winning it again. I highly recommend looking up a guide before you start the game, as there are strategies that deal with this wonky repair system. If you expect this game to be more than a nostalgic port to your modern console, you will be severely disappointed. I did enjoy my time with the game. The gameplay at its core is fun, but there are many things holding this game back from being great. We here at the Game Pack give Star Wars Episode 1 Racer a generous 6 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the Game Pack for more news, reviews, and other gaming content. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.